I didn't cuss.
Yes, you.
I said freaking. It's not cuss.
Is that a good Christian boy, huh?
Alright, here we go. Bruh,
Yeah.
who the heck gave you permission to try to chase me? Oh, hell no! Yo, I'm gonna see if I can shoot that other ship with this ship. Yo, Brayden, you'd be so proud of this plan right here.
Are you trying to shoot it at the big
I'm
boat?
using someone else's ship to shoot at theirs. Hey, what's up everyone? In this episode of Play Like a Pro, we're talking about special cannonballs. Now, before we get started, I want to give a special thanks to my girlfriend who helped a lot in making this video and helped me find the cannonballs that we're using and taking the footage for it. So basically anything other than a regular cannonball is what we're discussing in this video. So first let's talk about Firebombs and Blunderbombs. Because I have another video going in depth about these two, so we're not going to take too much time to talk about it. These are unique because of their ability to be thrown by hand and also to be shot out of a cannon. So if you want to learn more advanced techniques with those, I'd recommend checking that episode out when it comes out. So when shooting firebombs, it's best to aim for the cannons, as these will cause a fire effect and will spread across the ship until it's put out. These are great to use as a distraction for enemy crews and can be key in sinking them. The fire will start hurting not only the players on the ship, but also the ship itself if left there over time. So this can help prevent them from being able to shoot at you because they're taking too much damage from it. Blunderbombs, on the other hand, are less useful when shooting from a cannon. The best way to use them with the cannon is to change the direction of the other ship. You can aim for the front of the hull, which will turn their ship away from you, and you can aim for the back of the hull and it will turn the ship towards you. Alright, let's talk about Chainshots, my favorite on this list. The Chainshot is amazing. It can take down a mast with one hit, and it can also be used to completely destroy the wheel and capstan if hit with it. It won't do much damage if you hit anywhere else other than those three spots. Think of it as a high risk, high reward type of shot. I always aim for the mast, as that is the hardest to repair while fighting, and usually if you can get their mast down, it's a death sentence for that team if they're not coordinated enough to get it back up fast enough. Next, let's move on to cursed cannonballs. These are cannonballs that either have a green or a purple color to them. Green cursed cannonballs affect players, while purple cursed cannonballs affect the ship. When you hit a ship with a green cursed cannonball, it will affect every player on the ship, including players on your own team, so you have to be careful when shooting them. Many of the names are self-explanatory, but let's go ahead and talk about each of them in detail. The Anchorball, like the name would imply, anchors an enemy ship when you hit it. You cannot stop it from anchoring, and you can only raise it back up after it has been completely lowered down. If you have this in your arsenal, you'll have a really good chance of taking down your opponent. I'd recommend using the Anchorball in combination with your Chainshot, as it will be a 2-hit attack that will make them immobile while fighting. The Peaceball makes the cannons on an enemy ship point up and unable to be fired. This is useful in situations where the enemy ship is non-stop shooting at you, and hitting them with this can give you a little break either to repair your ship, try to escape, or maybe just take them out yourself. The Peaceball can be life-saving if used effectively. The Helmball, when shot at a ship, will lock the ship's wheel in whatever direction it was, not letting it be turned for a short period of time. These aren't that useful unless, say, they're going in a direction where they're going to hit something if they don't turn. Rarely you'll want to use this cursed cannonball. It'd probably be better to put something else in your inventory if you had to choose. The Ballastball is a great one to use if played right. This cursed cannonball will lower the ship into the water, making any hull take in more water than usual. So to use this effectively, you'll want to have first hit a lot of holes onto your enemy ship, then shoot the ballast ball to lower them into the water and making them sink a lot faster. The best time to use this is when the ship is getting close to sinking, making it the final blow to taking down your opponent. So say if it's on a sloop that you're fighting, after the water has reached that middle section, that middle floor, that's when you want to use it, as it will be a nice final blow to take them out. The rigging ball is great for fighting big ships like galleons and brigantines. This cursed cannonball raises all the sails on a ship, making your opponent have to wait a bit of time before they can lower their sails again. The reason this is more effective on bigger ships is because it will take longer for them to lower all their sails again. Compared to the sloop where there's only one sail, it's a lot faster for them to lower their sail and get sailing again. The barrel ball is another one that I don't find too effective. This cursed cannonball makes the barrels on the enemy ship inaccessible for a short amount of time. I don't view this as very effective since most players will have enough supplies on them to outlast the period of time the barrels are inaccessible. This is really only useful if you don't really have any other cursed cannonballs and you've been fighting them for a while and they're running low on supplies. Next, we're moving on to the green cursed cannonballs that affect opponents on a ship and not the ship itself. The Grogball, when hitting a ship, gives everyone on there the same effect you would have if you were holding the chest of 1,000 grogs or if you just drank a lot in game. It makes your vision all woozy and makes it moving around very difficult. This can be pretty effective as it's a good distraction that makes it hard for your opponents to repair the ship or shoot at you or whatever they're trying to do. The Limpball, like the name suggests, gives players a limp, making them move a lot slower. It's the same effect as if you had fallen from a great height, so like if you fell from the crow's nest or something. This effect is more useful on smaller crews like a sloop, where the players need to move around the ship more so than bigger crews need to. On bigger crews, like you'll usually have one person at the wheel the whole time and other people doing like sails and stuff, so there's not much needing to run around the ship compared to the smaller crews where you could have a person solo slooping who's running from the wheel to the sails to the down below to repair to getting food to whatever they're trying to do. The Wearyball makes your opponents fall asleep and unable to move for a short period of time. This is a great one as it does a lot of things at once. Your opponents can't repair or steer or even shoot at you, making this a great one to have. I typically use this one if I'm trying to board someone as they won't be able to watch the ladder. So if I have a teammate maybe, I'll have them shoot this right before I board, and then I hop on the ladder, and then I'm able to start attacking them before they can wake up. The Jigball is similar to the Wearyball. This cursed cannonball makes you dance and unable to move for a short period of time. Like the Wearyball, your opponent won't be able to repair or steer or shoot when this effect is done to them. The Venomball gives the effect of a snake bite, poisoning your opponent and dealing a little bit of damage over time. It will deal about 5% damage per second for a few seconds, which will force your opponent to take time to heal, potentially giving you enough time to deal a significant amount of damage to their ship. Finally, we're moving on to our last set of special cannonballs, which are the ghost cannonballs that you can get from completing the Flameheart Ghost Fleet event. The Phantom Cannonball acts similar to a regular cannonball, however it shoots straight rather than arcs. This is good for if you're not very good at understanding how arcing a cannonball works. This one will just shoot straight out, so all you have to do is aim right at the ship instead of having to do a little bit of mental calculations to aim at them correctly. The Flame Phantom Cannonball shoots similar to the regular Phantom Cannonball as it will shoot straight rather than arc, but when it hits it has the same effect as a firebomb rather than a regular cannonball hit. The Wraith Cannonball is the most deadly of all the special cannonballs. When you hit a ship with the Wraith Cannonball, it has an effect similar to the ship if it were to get hit by a gunpowder keg. One of these can easily sink a ship quickly if your opponent isn't quick to repair. Out of everything you can get from the Flameheart event, this is one of the most important ones to grab, as it's probably going to give you a huge edge over any competition you have. But that's it for this video. Hopefully this helped you learn a bit more about the different types of cannonballs that can be found in the game. If you enjoyed this video, it'd be great if you left a like and subscribe. Make sure to check out the other Play Like a Pro episodes in this series. A new episode will be out next week. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye y'all!